the margins back.
Four.
Margaret, right? You go talk to her. She scares me.
She's your friend.
She's not my friend. We just talk sometimes, that's all. I mean, she talks. Okay, we go together.
Jennifer.
Jen.
And Sandra.
Sandra. Hello, Margaret.
You two certainly are a busy couple of bees.
Oh, well, there's a lot to do with the club reopening soon.
Keeping the pro shop open all winter and now getting a jump on the new season. Very commendable. Idle hands are the devil's workshop, you know.
Yes, they are. How are you, Margaret?
On Fortune's cap, I am not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe, I hope.
Neither, my lady. You tread the boards.
Trod in college.
What are you two talking about?
Actors, my dear. Clearly, Jennifer and I have a shared history of stagecraft. We are kindred spirits. I was a founding member of the Village Players Classical Community Theatre Group. We produced truncated versions of the great classical tragedies. Our motto was, playing that's deadly serious.
Catchy. Is the group still around?
Sadly, no.
Oh. Do you still act?
Sadly, no. Not many roles for women my age.
So what brings you in today, Margaret? Gearing up for golf season?
Gear. Oh, never mind.
Actually, I just came to see how things were going. The Althea Women's Club had its first social meeting of the new golf season on Tuesday, and what we could expect to see here in the pro shop now that you two are running it was a very hot topic of conversation. In fact, we had some ideas.
We.
The ladies and I. Well, I.
Oh, you had some ideas?
I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. If I don't write things down.
Margaret, it's getting late, and we appreciate your interest in our business and your efforts on our behalf.
Do you have children, Sandra?
Yes, I do. A daughter, Sandra, and a son, Earl Jr.
You and your husband both named them after yourselves.
We did.
Huh? Amusing. And Jennifer, I believe you have a daughter too.
Yes, Jocelyn. And how about you, Margaret? Do you have children?
No. I was sure I didn't want them. Too busy building a career and changing the world. By the time I wasn't so sure anymore, it was too late to have them, and there was no Mr. Right to have them with.
Oh.
It's an interesting thing to be a woman without children. Even in these modern times, people aren't quite sure where a childless woman's value comes from.
No, Margaret, that's not true.
But it is, my dear. But I have lived through the most exciting time to be a woman, starting with Women's Lib and marching for the ERA. I've been arrested more than once, you know. And now the Women's March in Washington, the Me Too and Time's Up movements. I sit on more boards than most men I know. And yet, staying relevant at my age as a woman, even with all we've achieved, well, let's just say it's still a challenge.
We'd like to see that list, Margaret.
Oh, yes, my list.
My, what a long list. That's a long list, Jen.
My first thought was that you stock more clothes, men's clothes, that are not golf clothes, patterned and made of higher quality materials. I've done some research, and there's a manufacturer in Texas who makes men's silk button-downs at a very reasonable cost. I'm certain we could sell them at a generous markup.
We?
It's 2019, Sandra. We're all sick of the same old. Right, Jennifer? Second, I propose we designate one day a week during the month of February for pre-opening sales. It'll incentivize people to get a jump on spring. Oh, we could call it early birdies. Get it? Huh? Remind people that we're here. Jennifer, take notes.
What?
Yes, take notes, Jennifer.
Also, if you'll allow me access to the books, I can help you consolidate your statement of financial position and your budget versus actuals report to evaluate your debt-equity ratio and see if you could be using your ownership of the shop to leverage an expansion.
She's your friend, Jennifer.